So the first thing we're going to do is get the center point of the object that we're using to turn, and the two values we need from that is x1 and y1, or x and y of the object. The next point of reference we need is the cursor, or if you're clicking, whatever, the next point of reference, which is x2 and y2, and that's going to give us a new direction. So we can actually compare angles against that. The next point of information we need is the starting direction, which is represented by this red line, and that's going to be 0 because it's a new game, so it'll start at 0 and then update as you play. And then basically the back of the line is 180 degrees, because at 0 to 180, basic mass, 360 in a circle. So the compare angles function actually looks for two angles, and you can see it here that you've got a shorter angle, which is angle 1, and then you're going to have a larger angle, which is angle 2. And what we would like it to do is always choose the shorter of the two angles. So with the compare function, it will always do this because it's going to compare the two and look for 180 and negative 180. Okay, so the first part we start with is we create an object. I'm just going to call it sprite 0 because this is just a test. Edit, new, I'm going to make it 64 by 64, not 65. I'm going to double click. Make it white, and I'm also going to put an arrow in there, too big. So we can see the direction it's facing. So that's the default direction Gamemaker uses. I'm also going to center the object. So now I'm going to create an object. Again, object 0, because it's only a test. I'm going to apply the sprite. Oh, you don't really need to. Step event. Now in here I'm going to go if mouse button MB left, so I'm looking for a left click, and then here if angle difference, so it wants a source, so my source is going to be direction, and I'm going to verse it against instance, no, not instance, point direction, which is my x and y, referring back to the chart before, x1 and y1, and I'm going to verse it against mouse x and mouse y, which is versing it against x2 and y2. So in here, we're now going to say less than 0, because we're looking for a negative or positive, and we're going to say direction is plus equals 5. And we're going to now do the exact same but reverse it. So instead of here, we're going to verse the opposite side. So this covers us for both negative and positive, as you can see. So angle difference, versing direction, to point direction, which is our new angle, we'll check both sides. So now the only other thing we need to do is be able to represent it. So I'm going to go here, I'm going to go draw, sprite, extra, sprite, I can spell, image index, I'm going to draw x and y of myself, scale of 1 and 1, rotation is equal to direction, color is white, and image alpha. So now that should give us the representation. So now I'm going to create a new room. In this room I'm going to put the object. As you can see, it's just got a question mark because we haven't set a default image. And let's see what it does. Also helps if I'm not pointing it to an Android platform. So now you can see we've got an arrow, and now when I click, it follows the arrow because it's looking at both the directions as shown in the diagram before. So this is how you build it. So you can see if I quickly dash behind it, it can work out your difference in angle. And the other thing we can do to prove that this is doing what it's meant to be doing is here, if we come back, we go draw, text, bracket, mouse, X, mouse, Y, plus 15 just to offset it. And we'll come back here to our calculation. So angle, and let's take a look at what the values are. And now we can really see what it's doing value-wise. So as you can see, it's looking at the angle. So now it's always going to decrease, but it's always going to move towards the shortest angle. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you liked it, make sure to leave a comment, like, favorite, and subscribe. Have a great day.